Hello, everyone, and welcome to Toy Vet episode 31. This is a show where I react to upcoming toy releases. I have here a list of upcoming releases that I saw, knew I would want to take a second look at, and instead of taking that second look, I put them on this list so I can take that look here with you fairly live, fairly fresh. True for most of the stuff. Occasionally I've looked at some of the stuff in more detail, but it's true for most of this stuff. So let's get into it. Pan-Pan's Taiyaki Plush Pendant Blind Box. Are these pendants? They sort of have two names each. Interesting. The hidden is rainbow. The black one. Let's look at the actual products because those are like drawings of the products. Okay, I don't know if it's a pendant as in a necklace. Looks like it's attached to a bag here. Yeah, I don't think it's actually like a necklace. I think it just has a loop where you can attach it to things. I think that's what this drawing might be showing too, a loop right there. The black one's sharp. I don't think... Do we have it? Okay, there it is. A little closer, yeah. The black one's sharp. You can see it in the background here. I'm not super into these. I'm not 100% why I put these on my list. Probably because they're pendants and they're kind of cool looking. I definitely like the design. Looks like there's more than one. See how this has a just perfectly round dome of a face, and this one has like a nose. So there are some different designs to them a little bit, which is cool. Yeah, they're alright. I'm not super into them, but they're kind of cool. Next up. Course offers Coco Season 3 on Course.gallery, featuring 3 sculpts as a full set for $214. Comes with free signed poster. Also available individually. They're hummingbirds. They look like they're wearing masks. Little GIF. What? I don't know. There's the Coco. I don't know what we're seeing at the end here. It looks like a tentacle. Maybe that's some other product. Let's go to Course Gallery. Okay. That one's called Soft Soul, Midnight Trance, Golden Hush. They're pretty expensive. They have cool colors, pretty cool design. Interesting design how it's like it's in flight and its tail is the stand. Alright, there's the tentacle we were seeing, I think. See that in the background? Some other product that I don't even want to look at. Interesting. Not totally into it, but interesting little project there. Very expensive for very small figures. See, the thing is with some of those figures, like, they're very cool. They're small, which is fine, but then they're like hundreds of dollars. And you can go get gotcha figures, which look literally just as good as them or better for like $8. Same size. Online lottery for Bokula is up next. Original colorway from Yosuke Ueno. You can tell I have a backlog of stuff to look at because this is a lottery from July 14th. I have quite a list of stuff listed up into episode 36. And we're in episode 31, so a lot of stuff. And actually, because I have such a big list, I'm being a lot more picky with what I put on here. Saw some stuff recently that normally I would put on these lists, and I was like, I'm just not super interested in it, and I have such a backlog of stuff, I don't need to look at it for the show or for myself, so hopefully you'll see better quality stuff on here just because I have a backlog. I don't have to worry about filling the show up. When I get really low, I start putting things on here that just have any interesting element to them at all. I don't put things on here that I hate or anything, but if they have even something I don't like but it has some interesting element, I'll put it on here. But when I have such a backlog, I can be more picky, and episode 36 should be just stuff I'm really liking because I have a lot of time to fill in episode 36. Anyway, back to this. I like the eyes. A lot of these, this isn't necessarily the most doll-like figure, but a lot of doll-like figures or plush figures are so weird. I don't like them, but they have cool eyes. This has cool eyes. Alright, so at first I'm looking at this, I'm like, it's whatever, it's not that great. From the side though, you start to see, it's almost got it's like a dinosaur suit guy, but with a chicken head maybe? And glow-in-the-dark skull. It's an interesting little figure, but yeah, interesting. Next up, Rico Dessert Party Aromatherapy Plush Blind Box. I wonder if these things are actually going to smell. That one's cool. Creamy cocoa. Let's see if we can get some actual photographs of these things. Or maybe these are the photographs? Okay, here's the actual photographs. I've talked about this before. A lot of things look great in these displays that show you everything, but these are just drawings, and then you see the actual thing. It looks totally different. These are pretty close, but yeah, they do look totally different. They look like a plush with a plastic figure on top. There's the Coco one. They're kind of interesting. I've always liked the facial expression on these Rico figures. Let's see if we can get a more close-up of that. There's the hidden Swiss roll. Yeah, the facial expression is cool on these. But I'm not into them either, really. Kind of cool, though. I don't see anything about them actually smelling, although let's check the listing here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about them actually having an actual aromatherapy element to them. Just looking at this guy right here. That's a big Rico. And yeah, the face looks really cool on that, right? Alright, moving on. Go over to Strange Cat Toys. I didn't skip one, did I? No. Miana Transformable Styling House Miniseries Blind Box Pre-order. So these are little doll-like things. Not into them, but I bet I put this on here because it says something's transformable. Let's see. Wow, this little accessory here, which probably is not part of the set, really matches the color scheme of this one. Yeah, I don't know that this is actually transformable. Just wanted to check that out and see what the deal was, why it's called transformable. Next up, Q Kid Super Q Team Miniseries Pre-order. I don't know why these are on here. They look like they're flocked, which is interesting. Or maybe these ones are and these ones aren't. The color on these ones is nice. That red one's cool. I don't know what this is. It's so weird. See, Kika Goods would have broken down exactly what we're looking at here. It looks like there's like maybe there's 4 sculpts and 4 different types, like a flocked, and I don't know what you want to call this. These creamy colors, and then there's 2 other types, like the solid color ones here. And let's see, the flocks. Maybe the hiddens are the flocks. Maybe there's some other type here, because that looks gray, and these are purple. I love that format. Not into these figures really, although they're not horrible. The red guy looks cool. Anyway, moving on. The World of Sean Tan Gotcha. I don't know who Sean Tan is. Looks like he's an author. That says paperback edition, so it definitely seems like a novel. This design looks familiar. That's a cool mechanical crab design. That guy's pretty cool. This guy's coming out of coffee. Very cool figures. Should we look up Sean Tan? Let's see. Australian artist, writer, and filmmaker. Best known for his graphic novel The Arrival, which is this one. So maybe these are all graphic novels. Let's see what The Arrival's about. A wordless graphic novel. Interesting. It's about a father immigrating. Interesting. The synopsis doesn't really say anything about what is going on with this creature. It sounds like a more straight up story about immigration. Yeah. So I don't know what the creature's about. Very cool figures though. And if you're into this guy, these are probably really cool. Next up, Baby Nancy Fluffy Party Series Blind Box. Why did I put these on here? I couldn't tell you because I'm not into these at all. So I have no clue why I put these on here. They're flocked. That's cool. Maybe the B one is kind of cool. I don't like the Nancy's with the blowing the bubble. Let's look at the B one again real quick. The B one's kind of cool. I would ditch the bubble. Maybe have a different facial expression, but yeah, not sure why I put these on here. See, those were probably put on back like when I'm saying when I was probably struggling to get a big enough list, and just some little thing about it, I was like, I'd like to take a second look at that, like maybe just because it was a B or something, because Bs are kind of cool. So, yeah, that's probably why it's on there. I don't know. Casa Wonderful Dream Series Plush Blind Box. Definitely, these are definitely in the category of weird plushies, as you can see. Wow, definitely some weirdness here. See, like I've been talking about tonight, the eyes are great. The eyes are awesome. Look at those. Really cool eyes. This is the hidden. Man, it's freaky. Looks like a cult leader. Some of them have removable stuff on their eyes or masks. I don't like the dog nose on that one. The eyes are great on these. Bandages over the eyes, very freaky. See, when I saw this one, I thought, you know, maybe I will like these. The body shape on this one's cool, but then all the rest of them almost, I'm like, not really liking it, the way they look. But the eyes are all cool. Let's see if we have anything on this part of it. Very weird. This one's description. Hey there, star blanket hugger. Listen up. Wishing Mouse is tiptoeing with his paws, untangling the knotted threads of wishes, tucking anxiety and emo into a glass bottle before dawn breaks. Rainbow-colored gummies appear. Super weird. That one's suppressing your nightmares, but is literally nightmare fuel itself. So weird. Alright. Super weird and not as cool looking as I thought, although the eyes are great. Let's look at this other Casa series. These are not plushies. Also very weird. Oh, the hidden is a Queen of Hearts, Evil Bunny. This one's called Princess Mononoke, which is super weird. Let's see what they actually look like. Wow. Very weird. Yeah. Very weird. Let's move on. Not horribly made. Very well made, actually, but very weird, very well made, but yeah. It's not like they're aesthetically horrible. Well, the plushies kind of were with the body shape thing, but the figures were not bad aesthetically, but just super, super weird, and I'm not into them. Nobeku Azuka-san, Oceanic Series, Embroidered Badge, Blind Bag. We might have looked at this in a previous show. Apologies if we did. I just think it's cool when there's blind bag, pins, badges. Something that's not a figure. It's pretty interesting. I'm not into this IP at all. These are cute though. That one's cool. That one's cool. And that one's cool. Jellyfish are cool. So they're interesting. If you were into this IP, these would be great. And I love the blind bag format for them, but yeah. Dancing penguins. Happy feet. Interesting. Alright, last but not least, we're going to look at 2 Instagrams I look at every time. Try to keep up with. Mech Noise. I wonder where we left off with Mech Noise. Oh boy, looks like we have some interesting stuff to look at. Or at least one post. Alright. I don't know where we left off. I know we looked at these coins. All this Evangelion stuff I'm not into, so I know we can jump straight to this guy. This is a custom Seems to be a one-off. $400 plus shipping. DM to reserve. When was this posted? 6 days ago. Panzerbot. Okay, so this figure is Panzerbot, or whatever it's called. This is the figure that really got me into Mech Noise. I was like, this is a big toy, a big figure, a big toy that's Sofubi style, and I really like the way it looks. Sort of why I started following Mech Noise, so cool to see this figure again. If they released a new colorway of this guy with their normal pricing scheme, I'd be tempted to try it. I love his tank feet. I love his gun mouth and his skull soldier vibe going that he has, and his handgun style. This is a great custom. Oh, he's got a skull on the back too. And these sticking little vent things sticking out. I don't know if I realized that. I really like this blue teal color they have going on. That's very cool. Not the best colorway ever, maybe, but I like that color a lot, and what they got going on with some of the purples with that too. The chains, they're kind of cool, but I think it would actually be better without them. Yeah, interesting. Cool to see that figure back. The reason I say that is because there hasn't been a colorway of this guy in a long time, I don't think. And Mech Noise seems to like release a figure and maybe a colorway or two for it, and then it seems to go in their back catalog. And this guy's way in the back catalog. I don't know for sure, but I think this might be one of their first figures. And I haven't seen a lot of their other figures in colorways too recently either, like Twin Tyrant. I'd love to see them bring some of their old stuff back. Twin Tyrant is an awesome one I'd love to pick up. This guy is really cool. They recently brought back what's the robot we've been looking at? This guy. What's his name? Black Ace, but this one's Mark II. It's like a slight redesign, I'm assuming. I haven't looked closely at the old Black Aces. Maybe they'll do Panzerbot Mark II. Maybe they'll do Twin Tyrant Mark II. Yeah, cool to see him back. But it's as a custom done by someone else for $400, which is a ton of money. And lastly, Galaxy People. This is a company I'm hoping to pick up a figure from in the near future, hopefully. No new posts from them, and it's been a while actually. This was posted July 16th. Liked by Galaxy People, July 16th. It's a repost of someone else using some Galaxy People stuff in what they're doing. Hope to see a new figure from Galaxy People soon that I'll actually pick up. That would be cool. But that's it for today. Thank you. Have a good night.